All right, let's do this week. I got a comment a couple days ago from somebody who said it's so much easier to focus when you have an event to train for. Unbelievably true. Here's where I'm at. Yesterday, Tuesday, was an absolutely breakthrough swim for me. It's been so long since I've swam consistently, and even in these 2 weeks, I have gained so much in 8 or 9 sessions. Yesterday, I almost swam 1,000 yards straight. I had to stop to chat for a second, but today, I'm basically sure that I'm going to. And this week, I'm going to be swimming 1,000 yards repeat, which is just so much gained back so quickly. Here's my plan. Here's what you all are going to get to see me do. Mornings, swim. 5 or 6 sessions a week. That's my goal of at least 1,000 yards, but we're going to get longer over the next week or two. Run. 3 to 5 sessions a week and consistently. So I'd really like to actually hit 4 or 5, maybe even 6 runs a week, because the goal is to run slowly and frequently so that I can get that volume up without getting injured. Bike. I'm actually going to tone the bike back a little bit, and here's why. My FTP is not as high as I want it to be, but it's high enough. I did the Uber pretzel a couple of weeks ago. I know that I can sit on a bike and do 56 miles. That's not going to be a problem. I'm actually starting to feel better. The crazy thing about Ironman training and half Ironman training is it's like a sine wave of confidence. And right now, today, I'm at the top. I'm feeling good. It's sunny out. I'm just about to go for a run. Let's freaking get it this week. I've lived in some cold places and some warm places, and it is amazing what the sun can do to your mood. I love it. Absolutely beautiful weather for a run. I don't know about you all. I actually have a hard time running slow. Sometimes these easy runs can turn into tempo runs really quickly. Seriously, every day is an improvement on the swim. Today was 1,000 yards at just under 20 minutes. It's right on 2 per 100. It's just getting so much better so quickly. Not only is the speed coming back, but the ease and the ability to just keep swimming. My nutrition was shit today, and this was like one of the best swims I've had in a year and a half. Love it. Ironman Today announced Ironman 70.3 Salem, Oregon on July 25th, which is 1 month before the would-be Ironman Canada. I kind of want to do it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do it? I'm easily swayed. That's all you need to know. I'm easily swayed. I try pretty hard to not be like artificially deep. But do you ever just appreciate it? Like one day, there will come a day I won't be able to do this. For whatever reason, it will happen to all of us. We won't be able to do it. But it's just so nice. The end. Okay, so I actually have a gear update, which is not something I do very often. I bought some Favero Assioma power pedals. And I know some of you are saying like, holy crap, do you seriously not have a power meter on your bike already? No, I don't. There's a lot you can get away with by just not buying it. Power meters are great. I wanted one. I train with power indoors. It made sense to bring it outdoors. I have been a Speedplay fan for a decade. And when Wahoo bought Speedplay, I knew that that was the path that they were going to take. It just made a lot of sense. And they announced that they're going to be coming out with power meters, but they didn't actually release them yet. And I don't know why. It just got me thinking, like, what am I doing? Why am I waiting? Favero already makes great pedals. Why don't I just buy Faveros? So I did. Now, the one thing that I may have done wrong is I actually bought the single-sided Uno power meter versus the dual-sided dual power meters. So the Uno was $470 direct from Favero, and the dual is $670. I actually just got done riding the Uno for the very first time in a TrainerRoad group workout. You can join me on Sundays at 11 if anyone wants to. I liked it. The problem that I am having a little bit is I have a leg injury. I've dislocated my left kneecap twice. So my left leg puts out less power than my right leg. When you buy the Favero Unos, it's left side power. So for me, taking my left side power and doubling it is not an accurate representation of my total power output. Now the question is, does it matter? Because with all power sources, when you get a new power source, you should set your zones based off the reference device that you're using. So for instance, I can do an FTP test and set all of my zones based off my left side power. Now, my absolute FTP, my number, will be lower than probably reality actually is. But your zones can still be correct based off of that, because your FTP is just a made up number, right? It doesn't really matter what that number is as long as it's consistent. I might be sticking to the Uno. I might just pull the trigger and spend another $200 and get the Duo. You know, I freaking love Speedplay. I think Wahoo makes great products. I would love to have a pair of their pedals, but for $1,200 versus $470 or $670, it's just not in the cards for me right now. Like I just would rather pay for another race or go do a 3-day training and racing little mini vacation when I can do that. I don't know. That's where I'm at. If you have opinions on single versus dual, let me know. For $400-ish or for $600-ish dollars, man, having power on my bike, I'm hyped. So that's it for today. But I'm super excited for that.
What an absolutely beautiful day in Seattle. It's probably not quite as warm as it looks, but man, it's lovely on the shores of Lake Washington today. We don't get a lot of these days in the spring, but man, Rainier in the distance, it's beautiful today. It's just beautiful. Weeks to St. George. My running is doing better. My biking is fine. My swimming is, I mean, it's not there yet, but the progress I've made over these last 2 weeks has just felt amazing. So it just feels really good. I was thinking a little bit more. I don't know if I want to sign up for Salem. What I was actually thinking is I think I want to find like a local non-Ironman branded race. If anyone knows of any in just the general Pacific Northwest that are great, I would love to support some local races. I've been thinking a lot about what I want the next 4 weeks to look like, and it really comes down to consistency and recovery. It's like driving in the winter. You don't know how fast you can take a turn, but if you go a little too far, then you just speed off the road. And that's how I feel it is with my training right now, where like I don't know how much my body can handle. I think it's actually pretty good, but if I go too far and I injure myself, then I'm screwed. Over the next few weeks, I've got videos coming out about how to properly pace a race, Olympic distance triathlon tips, AI training and what that's going to look like for both training and racing, as well as a breakdown of St. George and some of the things that go through my mind and how I get ready as I prepare for a big race, especially one that I'm not entirely prepared for. So yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything in particular you want to focus on. I know that there's people in the comments who also say that they're training for St. George, so good luck to all of you as well, and I'll see you next week.